Good afternoon from Eddie Hamada Field on the campus of Iolani School on this picture-perfect day here in Mo'iliili. And welcome to Iolani Live's special presentation of the 59th Annual Father Bray Memorial Football Classic. In roughly 30 minutes, we'll have the Iolani Raiders hosting the Kalani Falcons. Hello, everybody. I'm John Tamanaha alongside Ha'aheo de la Cruz up here at our broadcast location. And you'll meet Carter Uechi, who is down on the sidelines in a little bit. Ha'a, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule as a University of Hawaii football player to be with us today.
Thank you, John, for having me again. And just blessed to be here. Blessed to see these guys play. And
it's a day of football for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a scrimmage earlier, and now we're here. So long day, but fun, exciting. Ready to see these guys work.
It's probably not very often that you've seen a Father Bray game from the stands. You're out there playing, and maybe in your younger days, but this should be a lot of fun. Of course, every Father Bray game pays tribute to the legendary Father Kenneth A. Bray, who was born in 1895 in Lancashire, England. He later came to the United States and earned his divinity degree in New York City and went on to teach in Wisconsin, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania. In 1917, in the middle of that teaching career, he enlisted in the United States military and served in World War I. In 1932, he finally settled in the territory of Hawaii and specifically at Iolani School, which at the time was a small school for boys in Nu'uanu. His impact at Iolani was immense and continues to this very day, despite the fact that he passed away more than 70 years ago. And each year, special individuals within our community are recognized at the Father Bray game for carrying on his legacy. This year, the Father Bray honorees are Mr. Earl Hedani and Iolani School's 1972 ILH Championship football team. They will both be honored during a pregame ceremony in a few minutes. We also prepared some videos about this year's honorees so that you can get to know a bit more about them. First up, we have Mr. Earl Hedani of the class of 1963, who taught at our school from 1969 to 2014. He also was a longtime football and track and field coach. In fact, he is still mentoring track athletes here at Iolani. We see him out here on this very field this past spring. Please enjoy this video about Mr. Earl Hedani.
My mother told me one time, I see you play, you especially, you got Yamato Damashi. In other words, you never give up. You know, you never give up. Maybe that's why I'm a mama's boy. But she said, you never give up. That's the part where she liked, you know.
As a player, he was one of the toughest running backs that Iolani had. That's that samurai mentality, you know, that you lay it all out there regardless, you know, you hurt, tired, you still give it your all. Earl was in the prime days of coach, so you got it firsthand.
When I graduated from college, I came back, I talked to Mr. Mara and everything. He's all happy. So I went to see Dave Kuhn and Roland Chinetti. And he says, hey, is there anything that, you know, available? Then Roland Chinetti says, we have an opening in social studies lower school. You're going to teach social studies. I went, social studies? What's happening? So he says, you want it? Mr. Mara, yeah, okay. Welcome to Iolani. That was it. I stayed here and just went about. Because then Gordon Ting was our PE teacher. And he was going to move up to the upper school. And as soon as he moved up, he said, hey, you're going to take PE. Oh, okay. Then I started PE.
Back in the day, you came back because you wanted to coach, and obviously coach, you know, got you employment here. But it goes farther than that. You came back for a reason, and you came back because you love this place. And you came back because you feel this responsibility to this place and to those men that you want to perpetuate what this place and what those guys gave to you. It means that much to guys like Earl.
Mr. Mata used to say, be aware of your students. Learn your students, not just the academics. Learn the good and the bad about each student. So I try to do that, you know. You know, the ones that are very athletic, the ones that are not very athletic. But Mr. Mata used to say, you treat everybody equal, no? You make the bad ones good, and you make the good ones get down to their level, you know what I mean? They're going to still be good, but make sure that everybody becomes together, and then, you know, they feel good about each other. And it's just like in sports, I think. If one person is good and he brings everybody else together, the team, everybody wants to play, everybody wants to be better. And that's what makes the team.
When it comes to football, he looks at the team more of a family, not so much as chess pieces. You know, a lot of coaches are very analytical, but like Mr. Hamada, everybody is important. Everybody is needed, not just wanted. You know, you don't want to just fill jersey numbers or roster spots. You know, everybody has a spot and belongs on the team.
He demands a lot. He's hard on his players. He wants you to do things, you know, the Iolani way. But as you get to know him, you see that other side of him, that compassionate side. There's a time and place to be the tough guy. And there's a time and place where, hey, maybe sometimes you got to put an arm around the guy. That's what Earl, to me, stands for. He was able to balance that toughness and compassion.
For him, respect was one of the most important things. He would always tell them, even if this is practice, pretend it's not. Pretend you're in real competition. Also, respect each other. You're not in competition with each other. You're together as one team. I mean, that's the Father Bray way, too.
He was very good at coaching people, and he cared about each kid and their development. Yes, he still coached those great athletes, right, of course, but taking that time out to correct someone's form, you know, where not necessarily maybe they're being overlooked, you know, and staying extra, right? Hey, let's practice a little extra, always extra.
Dad really looked up to Mr. Hamada. You know, he loved that man. I mean, we all love that man. You know, Father Bray was like the icon, but everything we knew of how we're supposed to act, how we're supposed to live, was from actually Mr. Hamada, because that's the person that was in our lives. He instilled that in Dad, and when I think of all the coaches since I was in high school, he's probably the closest to Mr. Hamada than I can think of anyone who's come and gone. Just the way he carries himself and the love for this community.
Mr. Mata was, I don't know, the soul of Iolani. When I look back on it, I think the part where I really took from Mr. Mata was, I wanted to be Mr. Mata. Just his personality, just his demeanor, he was always friendly. He knew everybody. And I try to emulate him in that way.
Everywhere we go, we run into people who know him. A lot of people are like, oh, I wasn't very good at sports, but you know, he was always encouraging me in PE, and it's neat to see how many lives he had a part of.
He built this track program. You know, he had a dynasty going, and for him, for his son to take over and for him to be a part, I think that's hard not to let go. And he keeps saying, I had to sit last year, and there he is next year, you know. So, you know, that Iolani pride, you know, and loyalty, you know, and commitment to this place, hard to break, you know, those guys.
He was very proud to be an Iolani student, and also to say that there's no place else that he's been except college, but Iolani, this is his life. And his need to have all of his grandchildren come here was great.
We tell our kids legacy, right? My dad went here, I went here, my brother, cousins, uncles, you know, and now my kids, you know, my brother's kids, we tell them, I mean, pride in Iolani, that's our legacy, that's us. And knowing that what Grandpa came from, right? started here, grew up, you know, he is this, right? From young time all the way, right? Went away for college, came back, started teaching. Was here ever since then, right? In a different role, student to teacher, coach, right? Not that anyone needs credit or any of that, but it's nice to know that what he gave is being noticed.
I owe my life to Iolani School. Can you understand that? I have never known anything else but Iolani School. Not that I think anything that Iolani owes me, because Iolani does not owe me, I owe them. But it's just good to be recognized, just to be appreciated. And I feel that it's an honor, you know. I just live life happy. And I just, you know, appreciate everything happened in my life. That's all. And to have this honor, thank you very much.
Wow. For generations of Raider graduates, including myself, that was our PE teacher. He was your track coach, I understand, huh?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, my throwing coach. Yeah.
What was that like?
You know, I think the video just really captured what Coach Hedani was about, and you know, only knowing him for so little time, like he really took me in and taught me a lot of the stuff that I needed to know going into track season. So, yeah, just that video just was really emotional. And, yeah.
Yeah, that was shown on Thursday night during the Father Bray honoree dinner with the current Raider varsity football team. So they learned all about senior running back Jones Vieira's grandfather. Jones will be out there running the ball today for the Raiders. The team also got to meet members of the Iolani's 1972 championship team who were kind of seated amongst the tables of the current players. So they got to meet and exchange some ideas and learn all about that. This next video that we're going to show was also shown on Thursday night, and it was followed by a panel discussion with a few of the 1972 team members that was really fascinating and really beneficial for the current student athletes to witness. And then at the end of the evening, Iolani head coach Wendell Look shared some of his thoughts about the 1972 team, a team that he really remembers, part of his childhood back when he was in 6th grade, if you can believe that. We also want to share a video with you about the 1972 team, followed by Coach Look's comments.
You can't help thinking about the first game when Iolani was out in front by much, only to lose it in the last 10 seconds, 27-25. And then you can't help feeling about the second game when Iolani ran away in the second half to win it 35-14. So this is the third game, this one for the 1972 IL8 championship. Both of these teams rated even right now. So all the tension, you're beginning to feel it in the air now as this crowd anxiously anticipates a fine championship game. I'll tell you one thing, they've got to rename this stadium Pandemonium Palace.
Nolan Arakawa, quarterback. The running back, Wilfred Keola, Guy Ching. The ball is given off, second man, Ching. Ching to the 45, to the 50, 45. He's to the 40. He's in the open of the 35, 30. He's to the 25, to the 20, 15, 10. Touchdown, Iolani.
Touchdown, Iolani. Guy Ching is floating right up the middle.
The ball is given off to Ching. And he is in the open of the 35, 40. 45, 50, 45, 30, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 12. Touchdown, Iolani. And on 2 plays, Guy Ching has taken the ball and busted this game wide open. And the only 2 times he's carried.
That is, wait, let me pinch myself. That's unbelievable.
Full backfield. The ball's given off. Taking in Keola. Keola fights his way to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, 25 to the 40, 45 to the 50. And it is Keola to the
They have a total of 233 yards.
Back, kick, block. Coming in on a diving back is the little fella Tory Goy. From the left side, he dove at the ball and blocked it. Oh, no, it's kept by Hamada. He comes around the right side to the 30, to the 35, tried to cut and stumbled on the 39. The ball is given off to Hamada. He fights his way. But no! He hasn't got the ball. Keola's got it. To the 35-20, to the 25-20, 15-10-5. Touchdown, Iolani.
The ball is given to Keola, then faked to Hamada, then faked again. Iolani going for two.
Potato splits to the right side. Arakawa back to pass, rolling right. Arakawa looks close. It's incomplete over the head of the intended receiver, Keola. Two setbacks. Diaz sees the Tupou. The ball to the Tupou. He fights his way to the 1 yard line as he moves off the left side of the line. Caught over there by Terry Keola, Nolan Espinda, and Vincent Nipp. The ball on the half-yard line. The ball given off. Did he make it? I don't know if he did.
He did not.
He did not make it.
Siasi was swallowed up at the goal line. They stonewalled him right there, and Iolani will turn things around.
Taimikawa, the punter. He gets a high pass from center. That's blocked. And it is rolling around on the 48. And it is taken first down, Iolani, on the 48-yard line. Third down, 1 on the 40. Ball given up the middle. Keola to the 25, to the 30, to the 25. And wait a minute, touchdown. It's a touchdown. It was Guy Ching. He faked it to Hamada, gave it to Ching. Ching got in there. The ball is back. Kogi is kicked. It is good. Iolani 34, Punahou 25. We have 35 seconds remaining to play, and we'll be back in a moment.
Last play right here.
He throws, and it is incomplete. Intended for Siasi, but getting in there fighting for the ball, little Vincent Nipp. There's the gun. The 1972 Interscholastic League champion of Honolulu in a great game. Iolani, 34. Punahou, 25. Both teams going over to congratulate each other. Tremendous sportsmanship.
You know, I got chicken skins watching that video. I was in the stands there cheering my heart out, and every time I see that video, man, it just gives me chicken skin. And that was probably one of the top teams that Iolani produced. And if you look closely, the two captains that walked out, and you guys can attest, guys sitting out there, they were massive human beings. We don't have those bodies here at Iolani School anymore. I'm sorry. I wish we did, but we don't. They were special. They were really special. Hey, this night is just great, and it's guys. You know, the student that's here, the team that's here. It's for you guys. You know, it's these gentlemen here have lived it and has perpetuated it. And it's you learning from these people here that now it's going to be your responsibility to carry this on. And you are a part of a special fraternity, if you want to say. But, you know, we are all Iolani School, and we all believe in this place and love this place. And we do it because, you know, like Mr. Hedani said, you know, it has given him so much that he feels maybe not obligated, but he just wants to give back to this place. And he has been here, I don't want to say how many years, Earl, but a long, long time. And they don't make them like that anymore. So it it gives me a lot of pride and humbleness to be standing in front of this group. It is just a privilege to be here among these men. And congratulations to Earl. Congratulations to the 72 team. You guys were, and Mr. Dyke can attest to this, I think, one of the best. And it was just awesome watching you guys. I was in 6th grade, and you guys were my idols, man. And we all wanted to be you guys. And Gary Wong, I was 86 because of you. You know, I wanted to be like you. So gentlemen, that's part of this 24 team. Please listen, learn. I wish we could spend hours, and you could spend hours talking to these gentlemen and understanding it's more about life than football. I mean, we want to excel in what we're doing out there, but you're learning so much more than football from this fraternity in here, this family in here. And hopefully you are appreciative and grateful that you have this opportunity and will make everyone in this room proud. Yeah.
It was a great night on Thursday at the dinner. Coach Luke summed it up perfectly, I think. If you want to learn more about that team, and specifically the championship game, which was played the day after Thanksgiving in 1972, Iolani versus Punahou, the third meeting of the two teams, the tiebreaker for the ILH championship. You can watch a whole show, kind of a documentary that we did. You can find it on the Iolani School YouTube account when we celebrated the 50th anniversary of that championship team. In that game, one of the huge plays was a goal line stand, a 4th down tackle, inches from the goal line, made by Dave Malama, who you got to know a little bit.
Yeah.
Actually.
So he was my original defensive line coach in intermediate football here at Iolani, and he taught me a lot of base fundamentals and things that have stuck with me for many years. So, yeah.
That's awesome. That was one of the biggest plays. I'm not exaggerating in Iolani's football history. That goal line stand against Mosi Tatupu's Punahou Buff and Blue. But check that out on YouTube. But coming up is the 2024 Father Bray Memorial Football Classic, the 49th time this game has been played. Iolani versus Kalani. Now let's go down to our sideline reporter, Mr. Carter Uechi, who spent some time with both coaches.
Yeah, John, I got to talk to Coach Luck, and I'll start with him first. He just wanted to keep it simple, just make the plays, know your assignments, and as long as they can execute that, he thinks today's product will be pretty good. And then for Coach Pai, first year coaching Kalani, he brought a bunch of his friends over from Kamehameha. He was helping assistant coach over there, and it's his first year. They had to replace 26 seniors. 18 to 20 of them were starters, so it's going to be a lot of newcomers. He has 20 freshmen. They don't have a JV program this year. He's just trying to build the culture back, get more bodies out next year. And he's also dealing with a little bit of an issue with the field. They're getting a new artificial field and the track as well. Just hasn't been approved yet, so they've been practicing at New Valley Middle School this whole time. So he's hoping within the week they get it approved for games and practice. So it's a little bit of what Kalani has in store today.
Thank you, Carter. See that hat, that Father Bray Memorial Football Classic hat, beach hat / lifeguard hat. Be sold. You can pick up one for yourself at the campus store next week. This game coming up between Iolani and Kalani. Kalani Falcons were 4-4 last year. Iolani 6-2. Its 2 losses were to Damien. The rematch at Skippadia Stadium, and then the ILH playoff over at Radford High School. We'll see how the Raiders start this game, this season. Last year, it was a 59-26 victory over Kalani. And then it ended at that game I mentioned at Radford. Coming up in a little bit, we'll have the pregame ceremonies. I don't know if you know this, but singing the Star Spangled Banner and Hawaii Pono'i, one of your former teammates, Mr. Casey Bell, and one of his class of 2021 classmates, Casey Yamane, will sing the national anthem and Hawaii Pono'i. Then Kalani will sing its alma mater, and then the Iolani senior varsity cheerleaders will sing the Iolani alma mater. And then we will have the presentation to the Father Bray honorees. You'll want to see that. Mr. Earl Hedani and the 1972 football team. I think we have about a dozen of members from that team out here to celebrate with us. And at halftime, you'll see the debut of the Iolani marching band and dance team. Their show is themed Top Gun, and they're going to play Danger Zone for us. Oh, you're looking at me, you know, maybe Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
Like when I was your
one.
age, or maybe a little older than your age. It was the original Top Gun. But that should be a lot of fun. What are you most looking forward to in the football game coming up, Mr. De La Cruz?
I think I got to say the O-line and D-line, just the battle that's going to go on today. And obviously I'm biased, but yeah, that aspect of the game is fun for me to watch because I'm playing D-line, so yeah.
It always comes down to the trenches, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Both teams have come out onto Eddie Hamada Field. The Kalani Falcons, the white jerseys, white helmets, red pants, the red numerals. Very easy to see. Looks good. We've got our spotter here, Alexa Tamanaha. She'll be pointing some things out. And the Iolani Raiders on the far side. You notice this straight away, they've got new uniforms. From this distance, they might look like the same ones, but they're got a little more detail on the sleeves with some stripes.
Yeah, numbers are a bit whiter.
Yeah, they're clean.
Yeah.
We're getting set for the pregame festivities. Our head referee, the white hat, will be Mr. Marshall Harvest today. Very experienced official. Upstairs above us in the Kazuki Stadium press box. We are not in there. We're out here with the people in the heat. Is Mr. Walden Au, and we will turn it over to him.
Good afternoon and welcome to Iolani School and the 59th Annual Father Bray Memorial Football Classic. Today's game is between the Kalani Falcons and Iolani Raiders. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem and Hawaii Pono'i. Singing the Star Spangled Banner and Hawaii Pono'i are former Raider football player Casey Bell and his class of 2021 classmate Casey Yamane, member of the new music group Inaloi.
Can we move a little closer?
The wind, okay. 1, 2.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we wailed at the twilight's last gleaming? whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Hawaii pono'i nanai komoi kalani ali'i ke ali'i makua lani e kameha meha e na kaua e pale me kai e makua lani e kameha meha e na kaua e pale me kai e.
How about a big round of applause for Casey Bell and Casey Yamane. We ask that you please remain standing for each school's alma mater. Before Kalani's alma mater, please join us in a moment of silence to honor the memory of former Kalani Falcons head coach, Radford Dudois. Coach Dudois joined the Falcons staff as a DB coach in 2013 when they made their first playoff appearance. He would lead the Falcons in the 22 and 23 seasons as head coach. Mahalo, Coach Dudois, for your service to Hawaii football. Mahalo, Kalani. Now, to lead the singing of the Iolani alma mater, here are the class of 2025 seniors from the Raider Varsity Cheerleading Squad.
You know what? Somebody get by me, somebody share a mic. We share a mic. We're sharing. Asia, come here, come here. Do we get the bag? Okay.
O Iolani, at thy call we gather to pledge anew our loyalty and love. Bound fast to thee by bonds no power can sever, supreme, our faith shall not move.
Mahalo Raiders. Once again, mahalo to everyone for joining us today for the Father Bray Memorial Football Classic, which strives to honor and perpetuate the legacy of Father Kenneth A. Bray and his philosophy of one team. Each year at this special event, we recognize Father Bray honorees who embody the values of Father Bray. At this time, Iolani Head of School, Dr. Tim Cottrell, will present Father Bray horseshoe plaques to the 2024 honorees. Our first recipient is Mr. Earl Hedani of the class of 1963. A son of Iolani, Earl began his association with our school nearly 75 years ago as a student. During his high school years, Mr. Hedani played football for Coach Eddie Hamada and was one of the toughest players in school history. After college, he returned to Iolani as a teacher in 1969, and generations of Raiders fondly remember him as their PE teacher. Mr. Hedani also coached football and track and field. He led Iolani to state championships in both boys and girls track and field. Thousands of Iolani School graduates benefited from his boundless energy, dedication, expertise, encouragement, strength, and love. Mr. Hedani retired from teaching in 2014, but has continued to serve as assistant track coach. Mahalo, Mr. Hedani. Our other honoree this year is a team. Iolani School's 1972 ILH Championship football team, only the third team to be recognized with a Father Bray honor. This team had it all: size, strength, speed, offense, defense, special teams, and of course, it was well coached by Eddie Hamada and his staff. Their 1972 season culminated with a 34-24 ILH championship game victory over Punahou, which many consider to be the most memorable football game in school history. Raider fans, please welcome home Guy Ching, Dave Furtado, Kevin Ng, Willie Kiola, Neil Kugia, Ken Morikami, Harris Nakamoto, Samuel Rowland, Jay Suimori, Gary Wong, and Michael Wong. Congratulations, gentlemen. We are grateful to all of our honorees who are so important to our Iolani community and keep Father Bray and Eddie Hamada's one-team spirit alive and well. We would also like to thank all of you in attendance today for your support and dedication to Iolani School. And now, please sing along as the Iolani Marching Band plays Iolani no Ka'oi. Mahalo Band. Aloha football fans, on behalf of the administration, faculty, staff, students, and families of Iolani School, we welcome you to today's game. Please remember that sportsmanship is important not only for the student athletes and officials, but also for the spectators. We ask that you enjoy the game and respect the honor of the sport by cheering for your team's success and applauding great plays. Please avoid all instances of poor sportsmanship. Your cooperation is expected and appreciated. Thank you very much for your support.
Thank you, Waldo. Thank you to the singers and to the honorees. That was touching when Coach Look and his team captains came over to congratulate all the honorees. And among the 3 team captains was the aforementioned Jones Vieira, the senior running back. One of the 3 captains, along with Ren Shimabuku and Zion Junk, 3 seniors. Meeting at midfield right now for the coin toss. Marshall Harvest is our white cap today. Iolani won the toss and declined to the second half. So Kalani will receive and will head from the Eva end zone to the Diamond Head end zone here at Eddie Hamada Field. You were once a team captain, Ha'a? Starting a season, the first game. What is that like when you're out there for the coin toss? And
You know, energy's high, you're nervous, but all that goes away after the first play. It's really exciting times for sure.
so the 59th annual Father Bray Memorial Football Classic about to get underway here. Iolani's new place kicker, senior Austin Dang, will get us started. Dropping deep for the Falcons. Kaisten Paul Ching to the far side. And Kingston Tachibana here on the near side. Ball set on the 40. And the 2024 season is underway. The kick is toward that far sideline, and it goes out of bounds. So Kalani will have good field position as it gets started here. All the way out at the 35-yard line. They're going to re-kick. The illegal procedure call. And now the Raiders will kick off from their own 35. Sometimes that's an indication that you like your return team, or your returners. You want another crack at it. Because 35-yard line, that's a pretty good starting field position.
For sure. Slow start here for the game, but finally get things underway here.
That might signal something about Ching and Tachibana. Coach Kenrick Pye wants to give them another crack at it. Dang heads that way with the kick again, but it is inbounds and returned by Ching. And he gets it across the 30, not quite to the 35. I think they'll put it down about the 32. So we will start there.
Return by Ching, good for 17 yards.
Here come the Falcons, 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line. It's like a bounce pass. That was forward, so it goes incomplete from Pierce Mundell.
Incomplete pass by Mundell. 2nd down, Falcons.
This Kalani offense almost completely retooled from last year. Mundell did throw 2 passes last year, 1 for 2 for 9 yards. Falcons come out in a spread formation. Joining late is Eckhart, who joins Mundell in the backfield. And Coach Kenrick Pye doesn't like that start to that play, so he calls timeout. So far, it's kind of like first game action.
Yeah.
Not the cleanest
Timeout.
football we've seen.
Kalani.
First game jitters
First
are
time out.
real.
Go ahead.
Both teams.
Both teams just got to breathe, get it under control, and that should be good.
Raider defense led this year by Zion Junk. He's one of the hybrids out there. Typically see him looming behind the line of scrimmage, what people might call a middle linebacker of sorts, but able to play all over the field. Raiders lining up with somewhat of a 4-man front. Mundell with a single setback. Receivers to both sides. High snap. Fields it over his shoulder. Caught in the backfield for a loss on the play.
Mundell keeps it for a loss of 2. 3rd down, Falcons.
Now 3rd and about 11. The 2 kick returners come into the game, Tachibana and Ching. They head out to the top side. 2 receivers either side of Mundell. 3rd and 12 from the 29. There's a false start there in the backfield. No call, and Zion Junk knocks the ball loose.
They're just great timing by Zion, reading the snap, knew it was a passing down, and got through that open hole in the middle and just
4th
laid the
down,
ball.
Falcons.
Great job by Zion Junk there.
Good job by the Raiders, forcing a 3 and out. Kalani went backwards, about 2.5 yards on its first possession. Now back to punt for the Falcons. Is Waikolo Ola. We got some whistles here. They'll march 5 more yards off.
Delay a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Down to race 4.
Ilau Hopai Waikoloa back to punt for the Falcons. Set up to return. Kamakane to the top side. Keon Pruser also back there. This one is headed toward Kama. Eludes the first man, but not the second. Short return by Kamakane. But sets up the Raiders in good field
First
position.
down, Raiders.
At the Kalani 46-yard line. CJ Villanueva at quarterback once again for the Raiders. Double slot. Jones Vieira in the backfield. CJ complete, far side. First down yardage and more into Kalani territory. The pass completion to Keon Pruser.
Pass by Villanueva. Good for a 12-yard gain. First down, Raiders.
Keon going to be one of those key targets this game. Track runner as well. Has the speed to get off the ball and beat you down deep as well.
3 receivers to CJ's right this time. The give is to Vieira. He's swallowed up as he gets into the line.
Vieira with the carry. Loss of 1 yard. Second down, Raiders.
Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and 11. 3 receivers once again to Villanueva's right, as is Jones Vieira. Long count. CJ looks to the top side. It's complete and getting away. And scampering down the sideline is Pruser.
Villanueva
Another first
connects
down
with
for the
Pruser.
Raiders.
15-yard gain on the play. First down, Raiders.
So this will be 1st and 10 at the Kalani 28. Kikamakane wide right. Try the running play inside. Short gain for Vieira.
Short carry by Vieira. Second down, Raiders.
Up front for the Raiders from left to right. Milton Holt, Brady Minami, Elias Kagawa, Colt Katekaru, and Landon Kaneshiro.
Definitely a bigger O-line than we've seen in past years here at Iolani.
Yeah.
So.
There's Tiger Hayashi in motion. Throw complete. Oh, drop. Trying to connect there with Kikamakane.
Pass intended for Kane. Incomplete. Third down, Raiders.
That'll bring up 3rd down. Jaden Anzai checks into the game. Sophomore. Lines up in the slot. 2 receivers outside of him. 2 receivers to the top side. 4th and 8 from the 26. Villanueva. It's time over the middle. Tried to find Jaden Park. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Pass incomplete. Fourth down, Raiders.
Raiders will keep the punter on the sideline. Vieira checks back in. Fourth and 8. Big play early in this game. Villanueva has time. Connects. Husser on the far side loses control of the ball. I think he got it back. He did. Keon's been
Villanueva connects with Pruser
main
for a
target
16-yard
so
gain.
far.
First down,
as you
Raiders.
mentioned, track athlete. Not just that, 800-meter state champion last year.
Yes, sir.
Can you run 2 times around the track in 1:52.69, people? You won by more than 3 seconds. First and 10 for the Raiders at the Kalani 14. Fake to the motion man. They'll give it to Vieira. And he grinds out some good yards.
Vieira with the carry. Picks up 9 yards on the play. Second down, Raiders.
It's 2nd and about 3. Teranishi in motion. Vieira. Touchdown, Raiders. Jones Vieira from 11 yards out.
Hands off to Vieira for a touchdown.
Raiders go 54 yards in 8 plays. Just a little over 3 minutes used on that drive.
Raiders doing a good job of switching it up from the pass game to the run game, keeping Kalani on their feet.
Landon Kaneshiro snaps it to Brody Sagawa, and Austin Dang sends it skyward and through
PAT attempt by
to
Daniels.
put the Raiders up
with
7-0 with 7:22 to go here in the first quarter. In the 59th annual Father Bray Memorial Football Classic. Raider defense held Kalani on its first possession to a 3-and-out. Got good field position after the punt. Little mix of the pass, particularly the Keon Pruser and Jones Vieira on the ground. Got it down into the end zone.
2 very key threats that the Raiders have to use during this game. Both doing a good job so far.
Last year, Jones played in 5 games. Got injured there at the tail end. 56 rushes for 236 yards, 5 touchdowns. He also caught 12 passes for 96 yards and 2 more scores. Really hurt the Raiders when he wasn't in there. He had, in all the previous 5 games before he could not play, he scored touchdowns in all of those. Dang, kicking off from the 40. He's got this one in bounds and into the almost the end zone. Yeah, into the end zone. That is an automatic touchback. So Dang's got 3 cracks at it. Keeps getting better.
Just as a note, if you are currently parked in the gravel parking lot in the back by the baseball field, you're in an active construction site. Please move your car.
Oh, you were busy up at the university since 6:30 in the morning, and you guys had the scrimmage. But I saw a little NFL Network. There were some preseason games. Did you see the wacky kickoffs in the NFL?
I did, yeah. Seeing them line up 10 yards away from each other, it was pretty interesting to see.
And the wildest thing, when the ball fell off the tee because of wind, there was a 12th player on the field.
Oh,
who
wow. I did
holds
not
and then
see
has
that.
to run off. Yeah.
I didn't see that, no.
Very odd. 1st and 10 from the 20. Falcons flip it forward. You'll see that play from the Raiders as well. Penalty flag dropped by the referee in the backfield. Tackle made by Lava Tabiri. We'll see what the penalty is.
I know.
We get holding. Marshall Harvest microphone not working well. It's holding against Kalani. Declined. So it'll be 2nd down.
Bulseco with a short carry picks up a couple yards on the play.
Great
2nd
flow
down,
play
Falcons
by
on
the Raiders
21.
there. Reading the outside zone to the left there by the Falcons and making a nice stop on them.
That play goes as a forward pass. As it was that little shuffle forward. We'll see that from Iolani, I suspect, as well. Mundell with the single setback. He gives it to Eckhart. And it's a KO, gains a couple yards through the middle.
Eckert with a short carry. 3rd down, Falcons on the 24.
Raider defense has made a few changes. Marcos King up front. Kaiku Skaden next to him, down in the middle. That pass, you could hear the oohs and ahs from the crowd. Because Lava Taburi was rushing and it's kind of in that passing lane. Ball falls incomplete. Bring up 4th down.
Good awareness there by Lavakula to get his hands up in the way of the passer. Which I think caused a bad pass. A great job by him.
Ho'opai Waikoloa. Back to punt once again. He's now motioning to the sideline. I think they need another person. Kaimana Canlas will come on out, but the field judge has thrown a penalty flag.
Delay a game, offense, 5-yard penalty, down remains 4.
Delay of game will back the Falcons up 5. Make it 4th, about 11 and a half. Kane and Prusser are inside Kalani territory. This kick is short of them. Calling for a fair catch is Keon. And the Raiders will take over at the Falcon 44-yard line for their second possession. 6:19 to go here in the first quarter. Thanks for joining us here on this Iolani Live presentation. Good crowd here at Kazuki Stadium. First and 10 for the Raiders. 3 receivers to the left. Looking to the right, though, is Villanueva. Tried to connect with Kikamakane.
Villanueva's pass intended for Kane, incomplete. 2nd down, Raiders on the 44.
Remember in last year's Father Bray game against Kalani, Kane, just a sophomore back then, he's a junior now, but all of the plays were here to the right, and they were getting the balls into the hands of their playmaker here on the right side. Haven't yet done that here. Tagahashi in motion. Give us to Jones Vieira. He finds some running room through the middle.
Another nice
Vieira
gash
the
there by
carry, 7
Jones.
yards on the play. 3rd down, Raiders.
Making it 2nd and short. Or 3rd and short, excuse me.
Two receivers either side of Villanueva. 3rd down. Connects with Kane. Spins to the outside. Takes 3 Falcons to bring him down. Shot from behind. But 3rd down conversion for the Raiders.
Villanueva connects with Kane, picks up 9 yards on the play. 1st down, Raiders.
First and 10 at the 27. Prusser in motion. The pitch is to Vieira, running room to the outside. He's brought down by 3 Falcons.
Vieira with the carry,
Led
picks
by
up 7 yards on the play. 2nd down, Raiders.
Dunn. Eali'i Dunn. One of several freshmen out here for the Kalani Falcons. Did a good job on that play. Kane way out here to the right. The run instead to the left. The 3rd down once again for the Raiders.
Kalani Falcons Defensive line is doing a great job of stopping the
Vieira
run
picks
right
up
now.
4 yards on the play. Third down, Raiders.
Finding the open gaps and getting Jones Vieira down to the ground.
See what Iolani comes up with here on 3rd and 2. Versus a 4-man Falcon front. Villanueva will go to the air and hits Hayashi for the score. 18-yard touchdown pass
Villanueva connects with
from
Hayashi.
C.J.
Touchdown,
Villanueva
Raiders.
to Tiger Hayashi. The senior slot back. Puts the Raiders up 13-0.
Nice seam route there by Tiger. Straight up the field. Perfectly placed ball by CJ. And great catch by Tiger as well to make the score for the Raiders here.
Cody Sagawa did a good job getting that snap down in place.
PAT attempt by Dang is good. Raiders with 14
And
on the
Austin
board.
Dang converts the PAT. He's got a nice trajectory on his kicks.
Very impressed.
Following in the footsteps of Tanner Shum, who came out for football his senior year. Austin Dang, 5'10", 162-pound senior. Handling the place kicking duties here today. So the Raiders leading at 14-0. An 11-yard run by Jones Vieira. Got Iolani started. And the Raiders doubled their lead. An 11-yard pass from CJV to Tiger Hayashi. Last year, CJ Villanueva passed for 28 touchdowns. He's got his first one here in the first quarter of the Father Bray game. It's a ground ball fielded by Perez on the far side. Different return man. Raiders track him down well.
Sagawa with the return picks up 15 yards on the play. First down, Falcons.
Looks like they will put the ball down right at the Kalani 20.
We have a lot of past Raiders joining in on the live stream and texting me as we're doing this. One of them being Nella Taliuli.
Hey.
Just made his way over to Arizona, so good luck to him.
Yeah, best wishes, Nella. Running play. A nice tackle in the hole by Shimabuku. But Takeo Eckhart
with the carry picks up
into
7 yards on the play.
Second level.
Down, Falcons on the 27.
One of the better plays for the Falcons so far today.
Yeah, great way to find the hole. Nice job by the O-line, creating that seam for him to get out. Also, a nice tackle by Ren Shimabuku there.
Yeah, solid hit by Ren. Second down and 3. This time the Raiders are ready for Eckhart. Wrap him up. It'll bring up third down.
Eckert gets stuck behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. Third down, Falcons on the 25.
Up front for the Raiders now, Vaughn Hongai, Quincy Cortez, Tiberian Junk behind them. Extra man comes, and that causes that tackle in the backfield. Zion was there.
Eckert with the carry again. Taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Quincy
Fourth down,
Cortez
Falcons.
got through as well. We'll bring up fourth down. Another punt here for Kalani. Kane and Prusser this time lined up right at about midfield. Waikoloa's kick. Fair catch called by Keon Prusser. And the Raiders will take over
Prusser
at
receives.
the
Raiders
Kalani
start on the
47-yard line.
First down.
Iolani's starting field position. First drive, their own 46. It's not too shabby. Second drive, better. Kalani's 44, this time taking over at Kalani's 47. Makes that field short.
For sure, and just adds to Iolani's advantage here in this game by having that short field and just being able to get into that end zone consistently.
The give is to Vieira. He headbutts his way near the 40-yard line. About a gain of 5 on that one.
Vieira with the carry gets 5 yards on the play. Second down, Raiders.
Second and 5. High snap. Villanueva takes care of that. Complete to Kane. Nice tackle by Zayden Perez. It's important to wrap up Kikama after he catches the ball. You don't want to get those yak yards.
6 yards on the play. First down,
Accumulate
Raiders.
in a hurry. We see Kikama out on the soccer field as well. It's part of that state championship team a couple years ago when he was just a freshman. Prusser in motion. Toss outside to Quincy Oka. Penalty flag flies. Quincy Oka, senior running back.
Glad to see Quincy back on the field after taking that year off last year. Coming back and is now a running back. I remember he was a offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Pass to Oka. Picks up 7 yards on the play. Second down, Raiders.
It's a sideline warning on the Falcons. Every team needs one of those get-back coaches, right? You guys have that at UH? There's a guy who goes down.
We don't. No, we don't.
Everybody knows the rules.
Yeah.
And the lines. Yeah, there's a couple different lines there that you got to keep track of there on the sideline. Villanueva on the move. Finds Kane. Once again, Zayden Perez.
Villanueva connects with Kane.
Junior
picks up 8
defensive
yards
back
on the play.
wraps up
First down,
Kama.
Raiders.
But not before the Raiders get another first down. Eden Teranishi lined up behind Kane here on the right, kind of stacked. Teranishi in motion now. Give to Oka. Quincy bursting through. And he gets right to the goal line. Wow, former offensive lineman there bursting through the offensive line.
Oka with the carry.
Running into some
Picks up
daylight
21
on the
yards on the
last play of the first quarter.
First down, Raiders.
That'll set the Raiders up. From our angle, looks like it's first and goal at the 1.
Nice job there by Quincy, just hitting the hole hard, finding some open space, making a move, and just barely out of the end zone.
So after the first 12 minutes of game action, it is Iolani 14, Kalani 0 here in the season opener, the Father Bray game. Perhaps we can put up the Iolani schedule on the screen so everybody can take a look at the games that are upcoming here for varsity football here. After this one, the Raiders go to Lelehua for a night game. They'll kick off at 7:30. Then they're back here on Saturday, 2 Saturdays from now, against Palos Verdes, team from California. good team. I looked them up. They went 10-0 in Bay League, participated in Division II state championships there in Southern California. That'll be fun. Take on Palos Verdes, 3 o'clock here at Eddie Hamada Field. After that, 3 more home games, beginning with Punahou 1AA, 3:15 after school. And then a week later, same time, same team, well, same school, I should say, same school. The Punahou's Open Division team will play here at Eddie Hamada Field. That hasn't happened in a number of years. Make sure you come out and see that one. That should be a great ball game to see. Then on September 13th, Kamehameha 1AA here at Eddie Hamada Field, 3:15. Then it's the big game on the road against Damien. That'll be played at Farrington Skippadia Stadium. Don't miss that one, 7 p.m. kickoff there. And then we've got homecoming back here at Eddie Hamada Field. Quincy Oka with the ball and into the end zone. It's only right that Quincy, after that good run, takes it the
carry,
last yard.
Touchdown Raiders.
Into the end zone. For what I suppose is the first touchdown of his football career. 1 yard run. Puts the Raiders up 20-0. 4 seconds into the second quarter. Dang, out of this hold of Brody Sagawa. His kick is good, making it 21-0.
Raiders with 21 on the board.
I'm really impressed by the trajectory of Austin Dang's kicks.
No, yeah.
Gets that going and getting it up really quickly and high.
I wasn't expecting to hear Austin Dang's name, to be honest, but surprised that he came out for football this year, and just glad he's on the team. Definitely did not know he had a leg like that.
And he must be doing well in practice, because there are players on this team that have also done place kicking. Kamakane, Marcos King. Iolani Band is here. That's the 4th time they played Iolani no Ko'oi today. Once after the honorees were honored, and 3 times after the 3 Raider touchdowns. Raiders set up for the kickoff here. Dang sends that one down to Perez. He comes forward, finds a little crease, dives forward across the 30. Zayden Perez. Seen him make some nice plays defensively.
Just a really nice run there by him.
Yeah,
great
return.
job.
Picks up 30 yards
Again,
on
finding the holes,
return.
finding the mismatches in the defense, and taking the ball down into far into their territory. So nice job by him.
Now Kalani for its 4th possession here. Starting at its own 34-yard line. Play action. Ball falls incomplete.
Mundell's pass intended for Tachibana. Incomplete. 2nd down, Falcons.
We've got a good look of the Raider defense here in front of us. And after this play, we'll go down to Carter Uechi for some of Delbert Tengon's thoughts about the Raider defense this year. Looking at like a 5-man front here. Running play. Nice hit. Zion Junk, the oohs and ahs from the crowd. And let's go down to Carter.
Aizawa with the carry.
Experimenting with 2 down linemen. He's playing with 6 of his hybrids and 3 DBs, which is a little different from how he's looked in the last couple of years, but he mentioned that today he wants to see a good rotation of his guys up front, those 2 down linemen, and then Zion's the leader of this defense now, so all the calls run through him, and you're seeing him move all over this field.
We see Keene in the game now, up front. Batted ball. Like that was Marcos
Pass
King.
intended for Kiyokama, incomplete. Fourth
Knocked
down,
it down.
Falcons. On
Nice
the
job by
35.
Marcos King using his height, his length, just to get his arms up. Knock down what could have been a completed pass. That might have been a first down.
Yeah, did that on 3rd down. Brings up 4th down here. 4th and 9. Falcons will punt. New punter, 38. Not on the roster. Unless we just change the uniform. Good job by fielding that high punt. I mean high snap. The high punt is fair caught by Iolani's Justin
Punt received by
Kalani.
Kalani. Raiders will start with the
Justin,
ball
just
at
a
the 40.
freshman. There are 3 freshmen on the team this year. Justin and also Jet Katayama. And quarterback Adrian Perkins. And here is freshman quarterback Adrian Perkins in the game. Here in the 2nd quarter of the season opener. Flip forward to Jaden Anzai, who has all kinds of speed, gets around the edge. A good gain of about 7.
Anzai going to be dangerous on those sweeps and those jet sweeps. He has all that speed. Turn the corner and make something happen.
The penalty flag.
Holding number 75, offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Down remains 1.
Holding call. Oka in the backfield with Perkins. Jet Katayama, freshman, out wide here to the near side. Teranishi in motion. Give once again to Oka. He's through the 2nd level, 3rd level. He's still on his feet across midfield. And tackled in Kalani territory. Quincy Oka becoming a fan
Oka
favorite
with the
here.
carry, picks up 24
in
yards
our
on the play.
section,
First
at
down,
least.
Raiders.
Probably everywhere. These are some really nice runs from the senior. Got an official's timeout. Kalani needs to make a substitution. Two receivers either side of Perkins. Drops back to pass. And falls incomplete. He was looking for Akalau Kong. They used to hook up last year in intermediate. Second and 10. Teranishi with it. Hey, the ground game. Chewing up chunks of yards.
Teranishi with the carry, picks up 18 yards on the play. First down, Raiders.
That was Aiden Teranishi. He got called up at the end of last year from the intermediate. 5'5", 139-pound sophomore.
Iolani with just like a ton of running backs at their disposal here. All can run the ball really well and all have different strengths and weaknesses.
It's time to pass to Oka. He's got some blockers out in front, but good job by Kalani coming in from the side and behind. to make that
Perkins
tackle. That was
connects with
Colburn,
Oka,
his
picks up
second
6 yards
tackle
on the play. Second down,
of
Raiders.
the game. Koa Colburn, senior linebacker. If Koa didn't make that tackle, Quincy had 3 Raiders in front of him. Katayama and Kauhane, the 2 freshmen out here to the near side. The give instead is to the senior, Oka. And he runs it close to the 15-yard line.
Oka with the carry, picks up 7 yards on the play. First down, Raiders.
9 minutes to go here until halftime. Stick with us during the break. You'll see the debut of the Iolani Marching Band and the Iolani Dance Team. Their Top Gun routine. They're just building it in. You'll hear Danger Zone. Fake to Teranishi. Complete to Katayama. Good tackle there on the near side by Dunn.
Perkins connects with Katayama. Second down, Raiders.
Second stop. Raiders, new players coming in and out. Justin Park, the middle receiver of the 3 to the top side. Perkins looking for Park, finds him, and Justin's into the end zone for the touchdown.
Perkins connects with Park. Touchdown, Raiders.
Jaden Park. Makes it 29-0. That was a 15-yard pass from Perkins to Park.
It was a great job by Park staying on his feet after the hit and just continuing following through with that run and earned himself there a touchdown. Great job by him.
And Austin Dang is now
Dang's
4 for
PAT
4
attempt
on
is
extra
good.
points,
Raiders with
making it
28 on the board.
28-0. 8:13 to go here in the first half. That was AP to JP, as they like to call those 2 players. Connecting on that touchdown.
Expecting to see more young players come in during this game now, especially with the score being 28-0. See some new faces and should be fun.
Nicholas Sagawa and Kingston Tachibana back to return here for the Falcons. They're looking for something to get going and something to build on. Maybe it's a kick return. Dang sends that one down the middle. Tachibana brings it forward. Nice tackle there. Anson Bogoyo.
Tachibana with a 13-yard return for the Falcons.
Bogoyo
First down.
brothers on this team. Anson and Zach. Joshua Griffin up front for the Raiders. Pass complete. But Lava Tiberi was right there.
Mundo connects with Kiyakama, brought down at the line of scrimmage. Second down, Falcons.
They're just doing a good job of gang tackling and swarming around that football and just getting the ball carried down. one of the many things Coach Tengon preaches.
The flip forward and knocked down. Zion Junk just lowered his shoulder, knocked the ball carrier to the turf.
Pass complete to Segawa, brought down at the line of scrimmage. Third down, Falcons on the 25.
Zion doing really well in this game, reading the flow, just making those big hits on the running backs that aren't really seeing him coming. He's doing a great job of that.
Six Raiders in the box, including Noah Sakuda. That pass too tall. Up front, you got Joshua Griffin, Von Han Guy, Quincy
Mundo's
Cortez.
pass intended for Conless, incomplete. Fourth down, Falcons.
Some of those hybrids. Dax LaRoe into the game. Yet another punt for the Falcons. They're fifth. Good snap. And a good punt. So it drives the Raider returners back. And the ball is down by Kalani at the Iolani 34-yard line.
With the ball on the 34, first down.
Adrian Perkins, AP, still at QB for the Raiders here. First and 10 from the 34. Flip forward to Teranishi. Aiden did a good job there.
Teranishi with the carry, picks up 8 yards on the play. Second down, Raiders on the 42.
Katayama, Teranishi, and Park here to the near side. Run through the middle. That was Anzai.
Nice tackle there by number
Anzai with the
72.
carry, picks up the first down.
And
Raiders will
speared
start the
him
ball on
into
the
the ground
45.
Zach Kiyakama, one of the Kalani captains here in 2024. With the stop there. First and 10 from the 45. Perkins, complete to Jet Katayama, but immediately hit and tackled by Sion Love.
Perkins pass to Katayama is
Sophomore
good.
defensive back.
Picks up 4 yards on the play. Second down, Raiders.
Falcons are doing a good job of tackling.
They are, yeah, especially the cornerbacks. Great way to get out of his break on a hitch route and make the tackle, secure the tackle, and get up to the ground.
Three receivers to the top. Fake to Oka. And Perkins was looking for Anzai.
Pass intended for Anzai, incomplete. Third down, Raiders.
Jaden Anzai was another one called up from the intermediate at the end of last season. Played in a couple games. Carried the ball 9 times for 122 yards, 3 touchdowns. Had a couple catches for 14 yards and another score. That's pretty good. That's 11 touches, 4 touchdowns. That's Anzai in motion. Perkins, nice completion. Out to Aka Lau Kong. AP
Perkins
got the
connects with
snap,
Lau Kong,
did
picks
his
up the first
steps,
down.
threw right off that back foot. Strong throw to Lau Kong.
That was a nice throw and catch there by 2 underclassmen.
Yeah.
Should be seeing more of that in the future.
The freshman to the sophomore. Lau Kong, 6'1". Here's Anzai. He runs out of a crowd. It's back to the line of scrimmage.
Anzai with the carry, brought down at the line of
He's been
scrimmage,
up in
second
the press
down
box
Raiders.
for some intermediate games, and I think we've seen Anzai play all over the field in those intermediate games, which was very entertaining. Also plays baseball here at Iolani. Was on the varsity last year as a freshman. Perkins, complete to Katayama. Stays on his feet, then gets wrapped up near the sideline.
Perkins connects with
Joseph
Teriyama.
Malish with the
Raiders
tackle
third
there.
down on the 38.
Same offensive front for the Raiders from left to right. Milton Holt, Brady Minami, Elias Kagawa, Colt Katekaru, Landon Kanashiro. Been doing a good job creating running lanes and protecting the passer. Kalani head coach Kenrick Pye uses his second timeout here in the first half. Wants to talk it over with his Falcons. Almost got through with that schedule when we were talking about it earlier. I think we got up to the homecoming game. That's on Friday, September 27th. The big Friday homecoming finale. That will be against Pac-5 here at Eddie Hamada Field at 3:15. Then after that in October, it'll be St. Louis 1AA at 3:15. And then the regular season finale against Damien at 3:15 as well on Friday, October 18th. Particularly got to mark down those Damien games. It'll be either the Damien Monarchs or the Iolani Raiders representing the ILH and the HHSAA State Division I Championships this coming year. Whoever is higher in the standings will represent the ILH, and there'll be a playoff if necessary. Anzai caught from behind. That'll bring a
Anzai
fourth
with the carry,
down
brought down at the
for
line of
the
scrimmage,
Raiders.
Fourth down Raiders.
Another good show of tackling there by the Kalani Falcons.
You do have to get Anzai before he starts getting those jets going forward, and he had a couple blockers as well. Fourth down and about 6.5 to go here from the 37-yard line. Perkins fires, but it goes incomplete. Tried to hit Jaden Park.
Passing complete.
So turnover on downs for the Raiders.
Raiders now 1 for 2 on fourth down attempts. Have not seen the punt team yet from the Raiders, so very interesting by Coach Luke.
That is the first time Iolani has not ended a possession with a touchdown. Let's see if the Falcons can build some momentum here. In the last 2:42 of the first half. Falcons will keep it on the ground. And throwing the ball carrier to the ground was Noah Sakuda.
Aizawa with the carry, brought down behind the line of
Junior
scrimmage. Second
hybrid.
down Falcons.
Second and 13. Ground ball snap, picked up, and intercepted by Bogoyo. Pierce Mundell did a good job
Interception
tracking
by
down the
Bogoyo.
snap.
Raiders ball.
but then got a little out of sorts, and his pass went high. It was intercepted by Anson Bagoyo.
Nice job there by Anson, reading the quarterback's eyes, seeing that side was really his only option after that bad snap, and stepping in front of the ball, making a great play on it.
So Iolani with a quick change takes over at the Kalani 32. Quincy Oka running through the middle. Gets over the 25-yard line to about the 24.
Oka with the carry.
We're inside of 2 minutes here.
Picks up 7 yards on the play. Second down, Raiders.
3 receivers to Perkins is right. He goes that way, but the ball is batted up in the air.
Pass by Perkins, incomplete. Third down, Raiders.
That's the mystery man. Another good play by number 38, who's not on the Kalani roster. Good job there getting his hands up to knock that pass down. Bring up 3rd and 3. From the 24. 3 receivers to the left. BP looking that way. Connects with Anzai. Did his best to try to stay in bounds, but goes out at about the
Perkins
17.
pass to Anzai.
Stops the clock
13
with
yards. First down,
95
Raiders.
seconds to go. Here in the second quarter. You can see the marching band over beyond that end zone that the Raiders are headed to, getting ready for their halftime performance. Anzai in motion. Fake to him, give it to Oka. And he runs it right about to the 10-yard line.
Oka with the carry, picks up 8 yards on the play. Second down, Raiders.
Probably hear the Iolani cheerleaders in front of us. They are many, and they occupy a lot of the real estate here on the brand new Eddie Hamada track. Jaden Anzai tackled from behind once again. Nice job by Colburn. His 4th tackle. He's been
Anzai
key
with the carry, brought down
for
at
the
the line of
Falcons
scrimmage. Third down, Raiders.
this afternoon. Cole Colburn, 6-foot senior linebacker.
Timeout. Kalani, the final timeout of the half.
Kalani uses its 3rd and final timeout of the first half to prepare for this 3rd and 2 play.
Kalani in a need to score situation here. Being down by 28. Going into the half, a score here would keep the game.
Yeah, they need to make something happen.
Yeah.
It's always good to get something going right before the half. So in this situation, maybe a turnover or something. Good time to talk things over, because the way the Raiders have got it going with 2 yards to gain for a first down, they could do almost anything, especially when you know they're going to go for it on 4th down. Not out of disrespect, but just to continue to play the game.
Yeah.
Oka in the backfield with Perkins. Jaden Park is back there as well, over to the right. Anzai joins them through the backfield. Adrian Perkins gets hit as he threw by the unaccounted man, and that is Cole Colburn. And they're going to get him for a penalty here. Might be blow to the head as he came through. It is a personal foul, blow to the head on Kalani. See how they mark off that penalty. It was 3rd and 2. Now it'll be a first down. Half the distance to the goal. It's one of those plays, where the man is left unaccounted for, and AP has to get rid of the ball, and he did. And defender came in a little bit late with a high hand.
It was a nice job by AP, though, getting rid of the ball.
Yeah.
Sensing the danger coming from his backside, so safe play, threw it away.
It'll be 1st and goal here. Teranishi, he's met at the line of scrimmage. Zach Kiyakama, all 280 pounds of
brought
him.
down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, Raiders.
He's one of the players that put Teranishi down. Now 10 seconds to go. And the final seconds tick off the clock. So at the end of the first half of play, Iolani 28, Kalani 0.
Timeout was called, 3 seconds. Timeout, Iolani.
Timeout was called by the Raiders with 3 seconds to go. Marshall Harvest, our Whitecap referee, letting us know. I was looking for that because the coaches were there on the far side of the box, and so were the officials. I somewhat expected that. That's kind of, in these first games, you want to get plays in, especially in these red zone situations.
I feel like the Raiders would want to come away with some points, especially having Austin Dang.
And a special teams play here.
Yeah.
Call timeout, get the field goal unit on. Austin Dang from 23 yards out, sends it through, uses up the final 3 seconds.
Field goal by Dang is good. Raiders with 31 on the board. End of the half.
Well, makes it 31-0 at the end of the first half. Stick with us at halftime for the Iolani Marching Band and Iolani Dance Team and their school year debut. Your initial thoughts about the first half here? Obviously one-sided.
Yeah, one-sided, but I mean some great stuff shown by both sides of the ball, or both teams. Kalani doing a really good job of tackling.
Aloha and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Dangerous players on that
welcome
Iolani
to the
team. Jaden
59th
Anzai
annual
getting into
Father
the
Bray
ground,
Memorial
not
Football
letting him
Classic.
crank
An
out some of the big
exciting
plays that
halftime show
we're
awaits you
used to
today,
seeing him
featuring
make.
the Iolani Marching Band
And obviously Iolani doing a
Dance
great
Team.
job of just moving that football with that
The Raider
diverse
Marching Band is under the direction
running
of
back,
Taylor Ann Katase Brown from the
position
class
group
of
here on the Iolani
2013
team.
and Jesse
They
Sailors
have
from
a
the
lot
class
of
of 2009.
depth on that.
The
on that
band
running
is
back
led
side,
by
so they
drum
can do a
majors
lot with
Ryan
all
Eto
the guys
and
that they
Jordan
have.
Perry,
So just
both members of the class of 2025.
Great job by
The
both
dance
teams.
team is
One of
under
the
the
good
direction
things,
of
too, is
Serene
that
Okumura.
with the lead, especially, the Raiders have gotten a lot of players in. You know, it's the beginning of the season, and Iolani has a 51 players on its roster, which is a little more than recent.
Today's field show theme is Top Gun. Today's performance includes an arrangement
Yeah,
of
it's always
Danger
fun
Zone,
being one of
followed
those
by
young
the traditional
guys,
playing of Iolani no Ka'oi.
getting a chance to play in a game, especially the Father Bray game. So much history behind this game, and being able to get in, get some plays. It's always fun for sure.
Now you can see the Iolani Marching Band. This is about 75% of the band. Not everyone is back yet, and people are on trips. Marching band is led by drum majors Ryan Eto and Jordan Perry. Their field show theme this year is Top Gun.
Now presenting the Iolani Marching Band and Iolani Dance Team. Drum majors Ryan Eto and Jordan Perry, you are cleared for takeoff. marching band and dance team.
31-0, Iolani over Kalani here after the first half of play in the 59th annual Father Bray Memorial Football Classic. Both teams are now making their way back onto Eddie Hamada Field. Coach Damahuna putting the Raiders through their halftime stretches. And the Falcons coming out here through the 50-yard line tunnel here at Kazuki Stadium and Eddie Hamada Field, which is, I'm going to say this is kind of capacity here.
Yeah, it is really crowded right now.
What you're not seeing in the shots that you're getting today, as is different from previous football games, is those bleachers that we used to have on the other side that were moved from the baseball field and whatnot. But if you haven't been to campus recently, the baseball field is not what it used to be, as construction of the Arriaga Student Center is underway, and part of that construction zone takes a part of the baseball field and certainly the bleacher area. So the bleachers aren't here. Do you know where they are? They're at Kalani High School. So if you're driving on Kalani Aniole Highway and you look over there and you see some bleachers out there at that beautiful field they have, those are those bleachers. I should also mention that the bleachers aren't here on the track because the track is all brand new, and it took the better part of the summer. But people who have been out here on our track, which was needed to be replaced, it has been replaced. Shiny and new.
Yeah, it looked really nice.
With gray passing zones for the relays. So now it's the Olympic season and people are watching track and field and all of that. But when you look out here, you can see those passing zones. And that high jump pit has the gray material.
What was your favorite sport to watch this Olympics?
Oh, I like track.
Track?
You know, yeah. I used to handle some track and field duties when I was at USC, so I grew to love and understand that sport. They put a little bit of extra time on the scoreboard clock. Get these teams hydrated and ready here for the second half.
Yeah, hydration is key, definitely here at Eddie Hamada Field.
Let's go down to Carter Uwechi, our sideline reporter. Carter?
Halftime was just keep playing hard, know your roles, and attack hard, and see what happens in the second half. He was pleased with that first stop that they got at the end, and yeah, he was very pleased.
Thank you, Carter. Iolani deferred after winning the coin toss prior to the start of this game. So the Raiders will receive kickoff for the first time in this game. Jaden Park and Justin Kauhane back to return for the Raiders. This is fielded by one of the up men, Shimabuku. Ren picking his way, finding some room. Tough man to bring down. Gets it nearly to the 40-yard line.
Shimabuku with the return. Raiders will start with the ball on the 37.
So the Raiders, who have had good starting field position throughout this game, have it once again. Ball on their own 40-yard line. Adrian Perkins still in at quarterback. This is Teranishi running between the tackles. It's like the same offensive front for
Raiders
Iolani.
pick up 4 yards on the play, second down.
BP, nice completion. Across midfield to Akalau Kong.
Perkins connects with Lau Kong, picks up 8 yards on the play. First down, Raiders on the 49.
If you're wondering, yes, Aka is the younger brother of Manalau Kong. He's a senior coming up this school season. Another pass complete to Lau Kong.
Perkins connects with Lau Kong, picks up 7 yards on the play. Second down, Raiders.
Second and a long 4. Anzai in motion. Flip forward to him. Jaden turns the corner. Explodes down the sideline. Steps out of bounds.
Anzai with the carry, picks up 22 yards on the play. First down, Raiders.
Nice run there by Jaden Anzai. Turning on the burners, getting around the corner. Getting upfield, past that first down marker.
Three receivers to the right. Kohane in motion. This is Oka. And he's doing what Quincy Oka does. Gain of about 16 yards there. Another
Oka with the
Raider
carry,
first
picks
down.
up 13 yards on the play. First down, Raiders.
Quincy getting through that hole nicely. First and 10 at the 17. Anzai running through the middle. Penalty flag flies. I was wondering, I saw some extracurricular things going on. Looked like somebody really wanted to get the ball loose.
Yeah, I saw a couple punches thrown by number 3 there. Trying to get that ball out maybe, but looks like the play was already dead and he was kind of just beating a dead horse there.
Referee Marshall Harvest explains the unsportsmanlike penalty. That'll move the Raiders half the distance to the goal line. First and goal from the 6. Number 6 in motion, Anzai. Low snap. Perkins just picked it up and tried to
Perkins brought
limit
down
the
behind
loss
the line of
there.
scrimmage. Second down, Raiders.
That'll make it second down. 31-0, Iolani. Inside of 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Perkins gives it to Oka. Quincy, some tough running. We'll make it third down. Teranishi checking in for Oka.
Oka with the carry. Raiders will start from the 4-yard line.
Anzai in motion. Flip it to him, but tackled in the backfield. Didn't see his number until now, but I was just going to say.
Anzai brought down with the
Had
loss
Cole
of 6.
Colburn written all over him, and then when you did see the numbers, it was
Raiders.
number 33.
Yeah, he's having himself a game here.
He really is. Say he has 5 or 6 tackles, and all of them have been vital and first-time hits, solos, I might add.
Yes, sir.
Second field goal attempt from Austin Dang. The snap is bobbled. And the Raiders
Ball recovered by Kalani.
turn it over to the Falcons there on the field
First
goal
down
attempt.
on the 16.
So Kalani, let's see if the Falcons can get something going here in the third quarter. 7:11 to go. They have it at their own 17. Liddell hands it off. And coming up for the Raiders, Dax LaRoe.
Eckert brought down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 5. Second down, Falcons.
Keene, Nishita, and Kuskaden up front for the Raiders. High snap. Mundell collects it, but he's swallowed up.
Mundo recovers the snap for a loss of 2. Third down, Falcons.
Joshua Griffin was there for the tackle, along with Dax LaRoe. Third and long now for Kalani. Waddell forced to scramble. Brought down by Tabiri and LaRoe. Penalty flag down. Looks like it's going to be holding. Also a player down. Concern now for Dax, who has remained on
Number 77,
turf.
offense, penalty decline, fourth down.
So the holding call against Kalani is declined. It'll bring up fourth down, but more most importantly, Dax is up on his feet and walking off the field under his own power. I was talking to Coach Look on Thursday night at the dinner, and one of the main concerns, it's always one of the main concerns, but going into a season or during a season, but staying healthy.
Yeah. Sure.
We need to stay healthy, stay away from injuries.
Even with the 51-man roster, it's always good to have a lot of guys. That depth is super important, especially when people get tired. That's when injuries happen. So
Kalani punting out of its own end zone. Short punt. Takes a Raider bounce. See where they marked that, but
After
this
the
is
punt, the Raiders
one of
will
the
start
shortest
with the ball
fields
on the
you'll
21.
ever see.
First down.
They trade footballs, and it looks like they're putting it down right on the 20, the plus 20.
Raiders have been blessed with such great field positioning this whole game.
Yeah. On first down, Teranishi breaks into the open and into the end zone. 20-yard touchdown run by Aiden Teranishi.
with the carry, 20 yards. Touchdown Raiders.
5'5", 139-pound sophomore. Makes it 37-0, which will bring on running time. When you lead by 35 or more points. Austin Dang out of the hold of
PAT
Jaden
attempt by
Park.
Dang is good.
Adds the
Raiders
extra
with 38
point,
on the board.
making it 38-0. And the Iolani Marching Band will strike up Iolani Nokooi once again.
That's the third running back we've seen score today.
Yeah,
Quincy and Jones Vieira. And now Aiden Teranishi joining the bunch.
The ground game has been here for the Raiders, who lead at 38-0 with 5:24 to go in the third quarter. Let's go down to the field, and Carter Uechi, who's kind of serving as our model today.
Yeah, so I'm wearing the Father Bray polo and the Father Bray bucket hat, or the straw hat that will be sold, I believe, in the campus store starting next week. Correct me if I'm wrong, John,
Yeah,
but
you're correct.
this is the shirt, cotton and polyester, and the straw hat.
Thank you, Carter. We saw Coach Look wearing that in that video up at the podium. All the so if you want to look like the football team, they all have that shirt. Visit the campus store next week. Kickoff return by the Falcons. And nifty footwork over there on the far side.
Nice explosive run there.
Eckerd with the return.
Yeah, Nicholas
Falcons will start with
Sagawa.
the ball on the 31.
He's been a playmaker today. 5'6" junior wide receiver. Right here on the sideline, we get a good look at number 33, who's been the Kalani player of the game, Koa Colburn, as he takes a seat. Look at his jersey. that's what you like, yeah?
That's how you know.
Yeah.
Been playing hard, getting doused with water right now.
His offensive teammates out there have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Play action, pass over the middle, almost a nice connection there. Back to defend for the Raiders was Zach Bogoyo.
Mundo's
Mother of
pass for
Anson.
Conless, incomplete. Second down, Falcons.
Zach out there on the left side. Anson was over there. Both cornerbacks Over here on the right, Tauveve Sataraka, 5'10" sophomore. Second and 10. Ground ball snap. Picked up by Mundell. He gets the pass off. It's almost intercepted by Calabrionis.
Pass intended for
That happened
Tachibana,
before, and
incomplete.
Mundell
Third
picked
down,
it up
Falcons.
and did throw an interception to Anson Bagoyo. That time Briones was in the neighborhood, as he often is when he's playing football. Seems to have a knack for the ball. He is back there at that free safety position that was occupied previously by Brody Sagawa. He's a senior. Kella just a sophomore. Another errant snap. Mundell scrambling, now gaining yards. And almost got the first down. Penalty flag. And a Falcon needs to be helped to his feet. Falcon's going to go for it here. Pierce Mundell, the Kalani quarterback, ran over to the sideline, getting the call from Coach Pye. They're waiting the results of this penalty here.
Blocking the back, number 14. Offense, 10-yard penalty from the end of the run, down to range 3.
Those broken plays, when the receiver tries to pick up a block, but unfortunately in the back.
Takes away from the nice run there by Pierce Mundell.
So they'll mark off the yardage. It'll still be third down. So Mundell and the Falcons can try their luck once again. We are in the running clock situation. Mundell joined in the backfield by Eckhart. Makes the pass, now a scramble forward. And he is hit by a bunch of Raiders. First on the scene, Joshua Griffin. Lava Tabiri also there.
Rondo with the key, picks up 2 yards on the play. Fourth down, Falcons.
Now the Falcons will punt once again. Now 2 freshmen back to return for the Raiders. Justin Kohane and Jet Katayama. This punt is high, and it hits the Kalani bench and bounces into the Iolani cheerleaders. The football got met by a pom-pom.
Some crazy accuracy there to hit the bench.
Yeah. So after all of that, they'll place it just on the Iolani side of midfield, 49-yard line.
Some more great field position for the Raiders.
Halelu Lima in at quarterback for the Raiders. The sophomore hands it off to Teranishi. Aiden's wrapped up.
Teranishi with the carry, brought down at the line of scrimmage. Second down.
So Lima,
Raiders.
the sophomore, the third quarterback to play here. And we will get one more play in the third quarter. Kohane in motion. Lima gives it to Tara Nishi. And he bursts through the hole. And he's a little slow to get up. turn now for Aiden. That is the end of the, well, they'll stop the clock for the injury. That is one of the few things that can stop the clock in running time. Also scores and timeouts. Trainers from both teams out there looking in, as is Coach Wendell Look. Teranishi now sitting up. Dr. Cal Oishi also on the scene. Teranishi now walking off under his own power. So the referee will start the clock. And that'll end the third quarter. What's going on with the Rainbow Warrior team?
You know, I think we're in for a great season this year. We're putting in a lot of work since the spring. And obviously they've been doing a lot more since before I've got there. So, I mean, got a lot of older guys that are hungry. They're going to do great things this year, and I'm just excited to see where this season goes for us. And should be a great one for sure.
Sounds good. We'll be out there cheering on number 90, Aheo de la Cruz.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Iolani class of 2023. Thanks for joining us here for this broadcast. We also have on the sidelines Cardo Uechi, class of 17. Alexa Tamanaha is here, our spotter, class of 2026. She's a junior. Dane Kurihara is our producer, director, engineer, the manager of media services here at Iolani School. If any students want to get involved with Iolani Life, please go and visit Mr. Kurihara at the AV offices. Thanks to everybody here on the scene. Erickson, Zach, Ben, Cash, all over the facility here with their cameras. Jacob and Evan handling the audio for us. Pass complete, Lima to Lao Kong.
Lima connects with Lao Kong, picks up 5 yards on the play. Second down, Raiders.
Varsity career here at Iolani School. Two receivers either side for the give is to one of the slot men.
Oka with the carry, got down at the line of scrimmage. Third down, Raiders.
Cole Coburn again on that tackle.
Who else? I missed him at 145 pounds, but he brings every one of those pounds when he plays football. Lima rolling right. Connects with Lao Kong. Close to first down yardage there on third down.
Lima connects with Lao Kong. Good for a first down.
$38-0. Raiders over Falcons. Running clock here. Ticking down near 10 minutes. Lima didn't handle the low snap and smartly just falls on it. That is the thing to do. It'll be second down now.
Raiders second down, starting on the 30.
Second and 16. Lima hands it to Oka.
Oka with the carry, picks up 4 yards on
Make
the
it
play.
third
Third
and
down,
long.
Raiders.
To shout out the Iolani cheerleaders. Not only did the seniors sing the alma mater, but they've been out here on the track. The track is new, but the track is still very hot, as is this campus, particularly in the summer. But their competition season coming up this fall as well, as they shoot to regain the state championship. Lima, complete to Oka. Not enough for the first down, however.
Lima's
Speaking of
pass
other
to Oka
sports,
is good.
the
5-yard pickup
Ankang
on the play. Fourth down, Raiders.
Invitational Volleyball Tournament is coming up next week. See some of the players here to our left. One of the premier preseason girls volleyball tournaments in the nation. Several teams from the mainland coming in and to take on Hawaii's best. We will have all of the games streamed on YouTube from both the upper
Pass intended
and
for
lower
Kong,
gyms.
out of bounds, turnover on downs.
And for some of
Kalani
them,
ball.
you will experience the call of Carter Uwechi, the voice of Raider volleyball. Tune in, check out this team. They are going to be good. Maybe we'll go down to Carter for a volleyball update. Kalani Falcons first and 10 from their own 22. Shovel pass forward. Nice run. Until Noah Sakuda brought an end to it.
Segal with the carry, picks up 5 yards on the play. Second down, Falcons.
Tai Takayasu out there also as a hybrid. Cameron Joe also out there for the Raider defense. Kalani running left.
Aizawa with the carry, back to the line of scrimmage. Third down, Falcons.
Calabrionis coming up from his free safety position. And on the tackle there, Justin Oshiro. Another hybrid out there for Iolani. Pass falls incomplete. Shiro is there to defend.
Mondo's pass incomplete. Fourth down, Falcons.
Daniel Kondo into the game for Iolani up front along the defensive line. Along with Marcos King, fellow junior. Also up front for Iolani, Joshua Griffin. He can play a number of positions. It's good speed. Wendell, pass too tall. Oshiro on the coverage.
Mundo's pass intended for Segawa, incomplete.
Clock
Turnover
ticking
on
down,
downs.
just past 4 minutes here.
Next game for the Raiders at Lelehua. Under the lights.
Lelehua coming off of a 10-3 loss against Kamehameha School's Kapalama.
High school football got started last night. Continues into the evening tonight. Big game out at Laie. Quincy Oka. Another nice run.
Oka with the carry for the Raiders, picks up 12 yards. First down, Raiders.
St. Louis at Kahuku tonight. Big one to start the season off. Up there on the North Shore. Lima gives it to Oka. Quincy still on his feet. Takes several Falcons to bring him down, but he has crossed into the end zone. There is also a penalty flag on the goal line. Quincy showing that offensive line toughness. A couple of years ago as a sophomore, he was an offensive lineman.
Lima hands off to Oka, good for a 30-yard touchdown.
See what
Face
the call
mask.
is.
Defense. Penalties decline. Results, touchdown.
Face mask call against the Falcons. Touchdown stands. Penalty decline. Snap back to Park. Dang. Sends that one through.
Dang's PAT attempt is good. Raiders with 45 on the board.
Iolani 45-0 over Kalani. Clock stops during this running time. After that score, 3:14 to go. See if the Falcons can put something together, get on the scoreboard. Carter, you want to tell us a little bit about the volleyball team?
It's going to be pretty young this year. They have 3 seniors. They're going to be led by their outside, Callie Piper. Their 2 other seniors, Hope Kakal and Ayana Soon, are both managers for this football team as well. And then their setter, Bailey Nakanilua, just committed to Ohio State. And then you're going to see a freshman class of 5 and a handful of sophomores that are all ready to contribute this year.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see them go up against the top programs from the mainland next week at the An Kang Invitational Volleyball Tournament. Of course, that tournament named in honor of the late An Kang, who was honored with a Father Bray Award 2 years ago, along with
Segawa
Coach Bernie
with the return
Chin.
picks up 21 yards on
And
the
last
play.
year it was
First down,
Coach George
Falcons.
Kishige and Mr. Daniel Feldhaus were honored with Father Bray honors. And this year it was Mr. Earl Hedani of the class of 63 and a team, the 1972 Iolani varsity football team that beat Punahou and won the ILH championship that year. They were honored earlier today in a pregame ceremony. And on Thursday night at the Father Bray team and honoree dinner, just around the corner from here in Sito Hall.
Encroachment defense, number 16. 5-yard penalty, count remains 1.
So that penalty will make it 1st and 5 at the 38. Mundell keeps. And he gains about 7 yards.
Mundo with the keep, picks up 7 yards and good
Up
for a
the first down.
Kalani ball on the 45.
Zacharias Kagawa up front for the Raiders next to Kai Kuskaden. Takayasu, Keene, Griffin all up in the box. Pass outside. There's that man again, Sagawa, Nicholas Sagawa. He's been a weapon today for the Falcons.
He's definitely
down. He's
definitely dangerous.
15-yard first
ball
down,
in his hand,
Kalani.
So I think if they want to score here, they need to get the ball to number 5.
Yeah. Lined up in the slot. Mundell was looking for him. He heard you, huh? Just
Mundo's
inspired.
pass for Sagawa, incomplete. 2nd down, Kalani on the 40.
Clock continues to run, even after that incompletion, the running time rule. Falcons will have to hurry.
.30 seconds left here.
Mundell lofts a high one, long, deep to the far sideline. Penalty flag drop. That'll stop the clock. Although it continues to tick. Oh, it does not actually. Yeah, that to 6 seconds.
Roughing the quarterback, number 98, defense. 15-yard penalty results, first down.
Roughing the passer call against the Raiders. So here you go. Kalani, this is one of its deepest penetrations into Raider territory, the 25-yard line. But the running clock has restarted, and that ended the game. Once the ball was ready for play, they restarted the clock. Falcons weren't able to get that last play off. So it ends 45-0 here in the season opener for both teams. The 59th annual Father Bray Memorial Football Classic is in the books. Your thoughts?
I think just a very sound game by Iolani throughout their depth chart.
To both teams for an outstanding game. Good luck
Threes
to the
picked it
Kalani
off
Falcons
right
in
where
their
the one's
upcoming
left
season.
and
Iolani's next varsity
just
football
kept going
game will
throughout
be
that
Friday,
game, and
August 16th.
Kalani
Take
doing a
on
great
the
job
Lelehua
of
Mules.
tackling
Kickoff
this
is scheduled
game.
for 7:30
Defense
p.m. at
was
Lelehua
sharp,
High
but
School.
just
Thank
wasn't
you for
enough to
support,
get
and please drive home safely.
stop that Raider offense. So great job by both teams.
For the Raiders, lots of players on this 51-man roster got into the game. A couple players on this got banged up, came up off the turf. We'll see how that turns out, but good from that standpoint as well, as Iolani looks to navigate its schedule. Non-league game at Lelehua coming up next, and then the ILH schedule, in particular, those games against Damien are extremely important. There's also a game against Open Division Punahou after playing Punahou 1AA you want to check out the Iolani schedule, go to iolani.org/football. Also check out all those other things going on. School starts. Ooh, I didn't want to bring that up, sorry. Students. One to my right here, but starts on the 27th. It's going to be a great school year here at Iolani School. The Father Bray game and all of those festivities kind of is one of those signals that the school year is coming. Football, marching band, dance team, cheerleaders, they were all here today. Thank you for joining us online. Thank you to our crew here at Kazuki Stadium. It's a big spread to the layout. They were working hard setting up on Friday. Hats off to them. Thank you so much. Thanks to Carter Uechi and my broadcast partner here, Heo De La Cruz, here at the broadcast location. Alexa was our spotter. Thank you, Alexa. Also thanks to the physical plant, Raider Athletic Department for their assistance. As I said, we're all over Eddie Hamada Field and Kazuki Stadium today, and they help out quite a bit. And so for everybody, this is John Tamanaha saying, have a good rest of the weekend, everybody. Aloha.